58.
280.
58's the mic.
Bang out, bang. Slam.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Check, 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Good job, D. That's right.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
43's the mic.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
You bet.
Zebra.
Don't be scared of it.
Hey, 0.
43's the mic. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On third down, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
David Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Mike's 50. Go.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Turn it up, turn it up.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
22, jet bomber. 22, jet bomber.
Hey, check Mike 50. Go. Mike 57.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the
Pressure
screen.
comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks. Defense.
Murray sacked.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and
Watch tight
long.
end. Hey, 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 we got 3 down, 3 down. Check 31, check 31.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Defense, let's get it together.
Here's Gurley. And he's got room. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Seattle.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Wide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's
A
go.
good gain
Let's go.
again.
Let's
That's
go.
now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Mike's 43.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Slam. Out.
Go.
Hey,
19.
hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Haywood.
43 is a Mike. 43 is a Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Woo! Touchdown, baby.
Russell Wilson.
Quick six.
With
That's what they call
touchdown
us.
number 12 on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Cardinals nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
1-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Hey, watch
And the
the
results for
slant.
them have
Watch
not
the
been
slant.
strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Travel.
Here's Johnson.
Check 24.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Oh, yeah.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check pass.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
You. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. What we got? What we got?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Eli Apple on the coverage.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
43
The
is
offense
Mike,
back
boy,
out there
43.
at the line,
Check,
ready for their
43.
next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the edge.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gary Jennings with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0.
21. Cardinals nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Long day for you.
6. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
10 yards.
Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Mike's 50. Rip right, rip right. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Bandit. Bandit.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come.
Check 31, check 31.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, here we go. Oh. Orbit.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Returnable for Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points,
boys, bring it up.
it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hold up. Off. Hey, easy.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Watch the curl.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
58.
Throwing again. Wilson.
All day. I'm
He
coming
lets
after
it
you.
fly
I'm
for
coming after
Lockett.
you.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Great job. Touchdown for
Tyler
Dave.
Lockett. His second touchdown on the season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
28. Cardinals, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cardinals take over.
We play to win. Let's
at their
go.
own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Let's go, Tackle.
And right
Let's go.
now,
We
these
got
guys,
this. We got
they're
this.
shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a
I know you
drive.
feel that.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, we
Johnson.
got 4 down.
I got
And
87.
he'll get about 3 here as he's
boy.
out to the 30.
Johnson
A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
Check tight. Exit. 50's the mark.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of
Let's
action.
put that team on the bus.
Check.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
Come to my world.
The coach, Jonathan
We want it.
Coachman,
Come to
standing
my
by in
world.
Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress,
Banjo,
as well as scores from
banjo,
earlier
banjo.
today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Come on,
Line
set.
of scrimmage, the
Mike, pitch
37
Right
on
there,
1st and 10.
56. So we got man.
Mike's 56.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. 25 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day. Check 50.
Blue draw Corkers.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
The leg, get there.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, baby.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd and 19.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check Mike 50.
In your face.
Let's spread out a little bit.
Shady weapon. 7. Check 37.
On 3rd down, Johnson.
He's run. They run it.
And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Go ahead, take
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. This is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Yeah, good job, O.
Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in, already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
It's just me and you.
I think that
it's just
now
me and you.
it's much...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1 play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
12. Freeze the mic. Echo. Mike's 43.
Now Wilson. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
SOS.
Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this
we go.
inside
Here
the
we go.
30.
Here we go.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Hey, man. Easy.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Move 15. Freeze the mic.
Y'all not ready.
19.
Hey, alert 3.
Back.
Look for signals. Under crunch.
On first down, it's Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man left. Odd. 3 down.
Front it.
Throwing is Wilson.
Hey, check.
Flushed, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion now. Finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's how we do it.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Let's bring it. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's going to... The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
58's the mic. I'm here all day. Hey, 58's the mic. 58's the
On
mic.
first down, Wilson.
Get in the weight room.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
45, 90, 43. There.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
I'll go special. I'll go green, 86.
On first and goal, Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now it's Wilson on the move to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it with Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, D.
On second and 9, Murray, this complete to the tight end play.
Let's go, baby.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Yeah, baby.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Murray. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
We own them.
Check 99. Check 99.
Bravo. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. You go tight. You got
Chin up, chin up.
You got tight.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Double dog. That's the way.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
Get ready.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
58. 58 is Mike.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Good job right there.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, tight. Mike 50. Mike 50. Get ready.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Strong right. Haywood. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
H3, 218, trouble. Smoke. Let it go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Go. Good tight.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
59, Cardinals nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
You don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Now Murray off play action.
Nice game there, partner. But
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Right. 43 is the mic. Check Mike, check Mike.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.